everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV. Sorry for the slight delay this morning or this afternoon in doing the stream, but I was just waiting for the instructions to download. So today we're going to be building this Bricklink Designer Program Round 3 Studgate Train Station. It's a large set, so it's over 4,000 pieces, so it's going to take us quite a few streams to get it built. It's also designed by Pablo Sánchez, which was the same designer that actually built the Lego Ideas Black Sea Barracuda base. So if you've ever purchased or built that, this is one of his sets. It does produce quite a lot of sets on Lego Ideas. So if you go over there and check out Lego ideas.lego.com, you'll see some more of his other sets. He usually has some really good designs. So this set also includes a couple of trains to put inside the station as well. And then we'll build the rest of the station. I think the first part is to build the trains today. So we'll do what we normally do. I'll crack open the box and put all the bags out on the table and then put them back in the box, and then we'll get cracking with our build today. So let's go to the wide camera first. And you can get a better look at the box from this side as well. So you can see it's quite a wide area here with the two trains and the platform. And it's in a very large box. So let's crack it open and see how many bags we've got. Still downloading the instructions at the moment, so hopefully by the time I've looked at all these, we'll have them all ready. So there's a smallish box inside, several boxes in fact. So we've got two small boxes. We have a large 48 by 48 stud base plate, which is the first time I've actually ever had one actually. And we've got a third box. So slightly different packaging technique for this one. We've got three smallish boxes. We usually have large boxes of course. So I probably don't need to sort the bags out today. So let's just see if we can find the box with bag number 1 in. Probably picked the wrong one. So we've got the usual pamphlet here to download the instructions, and we do have a sticker sheet here as well, so you can see some of the usual train stickers on the side. Unfortunately it's a bit folded up, so I might need to flatten that out for a bit. And then there's bag 22 in there, so I'm not going to open that box any further, because that doesn't seem like the first box. This one was in the middle, so let's try the other box first. See if we can get a lower number. Yep, so we've got bags 4 in here, so this is our first box for today. So I'll just put this other box out of the way. Put our large base plate out of the way. And then we'll empty this box out. So, bag number 2, 4, 14 there, number 10, number 11, 15, 17, number 8, number 5, number 5 again. There's some oversized parts there with no numbers on. Bag 18, another size oversized plates. Bag number 6, number 23. Number 14, number 9. I'm guessing if there's bag 23 in here, then maybe the boxes are random in terms of the numbers inside. Bag 14, bag 19, and 11. So no box 1, and no bag 1 in that box. It's going to be a tricky way of doing it today. Let's see if we can find all the number bags. We've got number 9, number 12, number 10, 23, number 9 again. We think they would have put these in a bit of an order in these boxes. 13, 13, bag number 2, bag 22, bag 22 again, bag number 6. We've got some base for the trains. They're just loose in the box there. Bag number 4. We've got some standard issue Lego tracks. So it's good to see the trains will be running on standard Lego issue train tracks, which might help for putting it into a city. Bag number 8. Bag number 1. Another 1 again. Another 1. Another 9. Quite a few 9s. And a 16. That's 2 boxes empty. Probably should look at the third one. Bag 15. Number 21. That fall on the floor. Number 12. 13. 17. See, there's loads of bags. 22. 13, 17. Number 6. Number 5. 20. Number 3, number 7, number 7 again, 16, fairly chaotic here, number 3 and number 2. There's all the bags, so we've got about 23 bags, so I'm going to try and attempt to put them back in the box in reverse order. 22, got 21, 20, up to 20, 18, 1, right, where's a 19? There's a 19, 18, 17, 16, there's a 15, 17 there. A couple of 15s, a couple of 14s. So let's do that out of the way. Then 13. 4 bags for 13. Then we want 12, 11. What's in 10? What's in 9? We'll do 8. 12 there. 8. And then our final box, then we'll put 7 to 1. So 7, 7 and 6. 6. Put some 5s. Well, there's number 1, still got number 2. There we go, so that's it. So bags 1 to 23, here's bags number 1. Got some oversized parts here, we'll just put to the side. And we've got a couple of sets of train tracks here as well. And let's see if our instructions are downloaded. So like all the other Bricklink sets, the instructions are on an iPad or digitally downloaded. I'll say that, let's see if it actually opens up. So it's a very large file, actually it's about 400 megabytes, so we've got all the instructions in one file here. So this is the station we're going to build today, so the front cover of the train station. You can see a little bit here about the designer called out there, but then you can see our build journey. So bags 1 to 3 we're building the actual trains. We don't have any carriages, so we just have the front end of the train. I'm sure you can adapt these to build a longer train out. And then bags 4 to 8 we'll actually build one side of the platform over here, and then 9 to 12 we'll build the other side over there with a sort of walkway going across. Then bags 13 to 16 is going to be building the roof right on top, and then we've got 18 to 21 which will build the glass areas or the dome that's going over the roof, and then final 22 to 23 does a nice dome on top to finish off the train all together. So kicking off then for our first bag, we're going to be building these lower carriages for the trains, so let's get cracking. We'll need the base of the trains as well, which I said is a bit similar to the Horizon Express, I think, which are based on these. We also need some carriage parts, and we have our bags. So a nice striking yellow and black train design in this set, and I might put this into Bricktown when it's completed, depending on if I can change my train track slightly. Just dropped a 1x2 plate. Keep that up. We also need, I think, some train parts as well to do the wheels and the connections. So we've got those standard sort of wheel connections, so we need 8 of these, and we also need the connectors here, those magnets, 2 of those, and 8 of our wheel carriages. So all ready to go, let's get going. So we're going to build 2 of these at once, so I'll try and do them at the same time just to speed the process up. We need these, but before we do that, we're going to get 2 of these Technic squares, or rectangles, and then 2 squares. We're going to stick them together, but not with a Technic pin. We're going to use this 4x10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 4x10 plate to stick them into the base. There's no Technic pin connecting these. Just going to do that. Do the 3 studs sticking out the front end, this end, like this. Then our third step is to get a 4x6 black plate, and then from a 2 stud indent on each end, we're going to stick this in the middle like that. And then we're going to feed through 2 of these 6 length rods. We go through this hole and the back hole like this, and then we can attach our wheels to this now. So just thread these through. Then we're going to get 2 wheels, two standard Lego issue train wheels, if you like, and we're going to stick them on through the end of this axle. Just doing it on one side at the moment, so I'll do the same on this one. No, Brandon, I'll do more than the trains probably, depending on how many bags. I might start the station today. Probably do about 7-8 bags maybe today, if we're lucky. So now the wheels are on, we're going to get our piece like this, and this is going to connect around the wheels, connecting on the two studs on the side here. Seems easier said than done. Interestingly, that does not want to. Oh, I see. I made a slight mistake. What we need to do with this plate is, if I just take it off, I can take it off now. I missed an extra layer of plates here. My bad, not reading the instructions properly. Just got to take that back off. We actually stick another one of these on top first to make it a bit thicker, which will probably make it easier to stick that piece on. So just do that again. Stick our wheels through there. That's that stuck on now, so our wheels in place just on that side. So I'm just going to make that fix for this one again as well. Stick another 4x12 on. Stick this one back on. Thread through our wheels. And then we'll stick another one of these pieces on. So there's the other one. So that's that side done. Then we'll just do the same on the other side. Stick our wheels on. Like that. Then we'll stick our other part on this side as well. Same on this one. There we've got the two undercarriage pieces done there like that. Then with that done, on this end we're going to stick our metallic connection buffer, I suppose. Stick this piece here goes into this two studs there. So we end up with a piece like that. Let's do that on the other one. Like this, and then we're also going to add a couple of gold bullion bar 1x2 tiles. They're going to go on top of our pieces we stuck on here and on this side, just to cover up those studs on there like that. So let's do that on the other one. And on this one. There we go, so that's those two done. Then on this one, in the middle here, we're going to get this large 4x6 tile, if you like, with a pin in the middle, and that's going to cover up this centre plate, like that. Do that on the other one. And then if we bring this base plate in, if you like, for the train, this is then going to connect into the third hole this end. And it can rotate round on this side. Do the same on this one too. So that's all connected now, can rotate around the track. So just put those to the side for a moment. Next up we're going to get two 2x4 bricks in black, and into those we're going to stick some inverted 2x2 bricks as well. If I can find them. So yeah, we've got these 2x2 inverted tiles, if you like, studs on one side. So we need 2 of these each. So we need 4 of these. And then these are going to go into the bottom of the 2x4 bricks. To both of these. Then with those done, on one end we're going to stick a downward facing bracket. So we'll do that to both ends. And then in the middle 2 studs here, we're going to stick a couple of 1x2 jumper tiles in black. So we've got something like this. Let's just repeat that now, so flip this over. One downward facing bracket, and I need another one. There it is. On that end, and then we'll get our jumper tiles in the middle. Next up we get a 2x3 plate in black, so we need 2 of these again, and we're going to stick them on the jumper tile in the middle, offset like this on both of those, and then onto the brackets that we've added each end we're going to stick just a 1x2 normal black plate onto the top 2 studs. We'll do that on each side. There and there. Then we're going to get a 2x2 curved tile or brick, and that's going to go over each end. Not that one, it's the inverted one. Go over like this. Just repeat that on this one. It's another inverted one, window one, there it is. And then we'll just stick that on this side. So there's our 2 pieces so far. We bring back in our train, that's going to go now in the middle part here. So that just lines up at the bottom of our train like this. Same on the other one. Just again lines up in the middle there. Now we're going to do the other 2 sets of wheels. So same thing we did before. Get 2 of these rectangle pieces and these square ones. Stick them together. Get a 4x12. So 3 studs, 3 holes this end. Stick those together like that. This one like that. This time we're going to remember to stick another 4x12 plate on, like we did last time. And then into the middle of that we're going to stick our 4x6 plate. So that's that done. We're going to stick our rods through the wheels again. Down both sides. wheels on. Then we'll stick our over piece on. That's that side done. Do this one now as well. So that's that one done. So then we'll do what we did last time. We'll just then flip this round and we'll put the wheels on the other side. Stick those on like that, and then just attach our outer piece. There's the other one. And that one, we'll do one more. Where's the last wheel? And then we'll stick our cover on. Yeah, Brandon, it would be interesting to see if anyone's modified these to motorise them. I imagine that you could. Just going to add our gold bullion pieces now on top of each side there and there. Just cover these studs up that we've got on top. Do the same on this one. And this one. Then we're going to attach our 4x6 yellow piece there with a pin on, so we can attach it to our rest of our carriage. So if we bring this back in, and this goes into our third, I think, stud on that side. So there's our two, well, there's one. We'll do our other one. Goes on like that. So there we go. Now that's done, I'm just going to put these to the side. We're going to build a front part now. So for that we're going to get again, we'll do two of these at a time. We'll get a 2x6 black plate. Into that we're going to put 3 inverted 2x2 curved pieces. Into the just I'll push one on, the other one pops off. Just into that to create something like that. So I'm just going to do that again on this one. And 3. Then with that in place, what we do is we get some 2x2 plates modified with these studs on the side, and they're going to go across the front of our curved pieces. 1, 2, and 3, like this. Put a 1x6 at the back to level it off as well, and then across here we put another 2x6, so we have something like this. So I'm just going to do that on this one as well. I saw this weekend as well actually that this designer has just released an airport mock built out of Lego as well, which looks quite cool. You can find it on Facebook, I think, if you're looking, if you want to see it. So there's our other one. Then with that in place, what we're going to do is we're going to stick some downward facing brackets like this, these short ones on each end, and onto them we'll get a 1x2 black grille piece like that. Just do that again on each end. Then with that done, on the front here we're going to stick a couple of 1x4 plates. Firstly one in the middle here with a 1 stud offset each side, and then also a line to that just behind it on here, and then we stick 1x1s each end then to level it off. Just going to do that again on the other one. So 1x4 across the front here, one on the back, then some 1x1 plates each end. Then what we're going to do is in the front here we're going to stick a jumper tile in the middle, 2 studs. We've then got quarter tile in black to go either side of that, and then we've got a cheese wedge in black again to go each side, something like this. Let's do that again for this one. Jumper tile, quarter tiles, and then cheese wedge. Goes on that end. Then we've got 2 of these Z-shaped type bricks, so we need 4 of these together, 2 for each one, and they're going to go bottom ways into this indent here, connecting like this. Just do that again. And then we're going to stick some corner plates around each side there, and also a 1x2 in the middle to level it off around there. Then we've got a 1x4 plate. It's going to go across the middle there. Either side of that we've got a red 1x1 tile, trans red, and on the front on this jumper tile we're going to stick a 1x2 round ends on. We're also going to stick a couple of 1x2s just behind these trans red pieces either side. Just going to do the same again. So 1x4 here, red, trans red tiles for the sort of lights if you like, 1x2 round, and then a couple of 1x2 plates go on there. Then we're going to add some yellow, so we're going to get some 1x8 plates in yellow, and they're going to go on top of these 1x2 plates either side like that, and they sort of hang off like this. Then with that done, if we bring back in the base of our train, these are going to attach to the ends. Down that side, so that's the end of our, or the front of our train there. So the back of our train, probably the back of our train. Clip this one in as well. One's nicely in position too. And while we're on here, we're going to continue the yellow theme around the top of here. So we're going to put a 1x4 plate on. And we've got a 1x8. Let's give us a nice yellow line going right the way through the train. Then another 1x4. Then a 1x2 in yellow. then it says to stick a 2x4 overhanging at the end there, just on that side. Let's do that again. So a couple of 1x4s and a 1x8. 1x4. 1x2, and then we'll stick a 2x4 on that end too. So our train sideways has got a nice yellow streak going all the way around it now. Now on the inside here we're going to add some tiles and jumper tiles. So we stick up 1x2 tile on first, and a jumper in yellow. Then we've got a 1x8 tile on each side. Then we stick another jumper tile just in the middle there. So just do that again. One by two, jumper in the middle, 1x8, jumper in the middle. Then getting towards the end of this bag now I think, so we stick another 1x8 set of yellow tiles. And this time, this end we're going to stick some 1x4 plates side to side, and in the middle a 2x4 plate as well. Do the same on this one. And then, oddly enough, I've clearly missed something somewhere because I have a spare 1x6 black plates. Which I did stick at the back of there. So just at the back here, got to stick a 1x6 plate so we don't have a doorstep there. So that's the end of our first bag, and we've built the base of our trains here. Hey Carol, welcome to the stream. And now we'll crack open bag number 2, which is going to build the windows along the side and almost the front, not quite the whole front part, but we'll start to see some stickers. So a couple of bags in set number 2, yellow and black bricks and some trans black pieces as well for the windows. And we've got some tan coloured, dark tan coloured seats, which I actually don't think I've seen dark tan seats before. Quite nice. It's going to be for our commuters to sit on. So to kick us off, we'll need 4 1x8 plates in black for each of our trains. And we also need a couple of 1x4 plates for each train, again in black, picking up a kind of a European German vibe from the design of these trains. Where's the last 1x4? It's hiding in there somewhere. There it is. Right, so first off then we're going to stick 1x8. We're just going to go on top of the plates, the yellow plates we've already had. Then we stick a 1x4 in, then another 1x8, and we repeat that on the other side. Just give us a nice yellow and black stripe going down the side of the train. just like that. Then we've got 6 1x2 plates somewhere. I've missed another bag. So we need 6 1x2 black plates, 6 for each train. And 6. And then on the back here we're going to stick 3 of them on each side. So actually putting a 1x6 in black, because on each side there. So this back bit is slightly more raised than the rest at the moment. Then we're going to get 2 1x8 plates for each train, and then we'll add these on each side after our 1x2s. And then what we do is we just repeat what we did earlier, so we get another 6 1x2s. Not sure why the use of 1x2s, but over our 1x6. We use that anyway, just to finish off each side here. And we need one more, just on that side there. And then we can put this to the side for a moment, because we'll build now the inside of the train. So for that we get 4x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4x12 in dark bluish grey, and we're just going to add 2 seats with a 2 stud gap in between, like that. So 2 stud gap at the end, and then 4 studs in total between each of those. Then we add 3 more seats to each. And these ones are 2 studs, and what I've done actually, whoa, keep missing these, we actually also add, my bad, 6x4s to the end here. So let's try that again. Use the seats to connect them. End up with something like this. Then we add some more seats. So these ones just have a 1 stud gap, and we have a 4 stud gap for the last one there. That's facing like that. So those are our seats. We can then insert them into here where we've got these jumper tiles, so they can push in there but easily be removed if we need to. So from the side we've got some nice seats there for people to sit in. Then we're going to add some more bricks here just to give us a bit of a slope as well. So for that we're going to have a 1x2 sloped brick like this, black one. So got 4 of those, 2 for each carriages. A couple of 1x2s as well, normal black bricks for each carriage, and we also have a couple of 1x1 plates in black for each. And what we do is on the ends here we're going to stick our 1x2s on first, and then our sloped 1x2s, and then our 1x1s just go onto the plate that was just behind. So we've got something like this going on. Do that to the other one. Then we get another couple of 1x2 plates, bricks, so 4 in total, and this is where we're going to stick our sticker on. It's probably going to go all wrong. So we've got our black stickers here for the train logo, and we need to stick these on to the side of our bricks. Stickers quite as small as that, so that goes on there, and that goes on each side of our train. It's the other one. And our last one. Goes on there. So then on the side now we've got the train logo appearing. We're just going to build this up a bit more now to give us a bit more of a sloped front for the train. So we stick another 1x2 slope next to our stickered brick. Get another one on top of that, and then a 1x1 in black behind that. Just do that for the other sides now. So our side of our train is looking angled like that now. Just do the same for the other side. Goes in there. That all goes in there like that. So those are done now. Right on the top now, to finish this off, we've got one of these 1x2 plates with that cheese weight stuck on it. We're going to stick another 1x1 plate into the back to raise it up a little bit, but then they go on top what we've just built up. Then at the front here we're going to stick two black chairs, which I guess might be the driver's chairs here. They're just going to go, hopefully, next to each other, just sat in the front like that. Got one stud gap at the front. Then we'll put a little door here to stop people from accessing the driver. So we get one of these larger black trans plates. It's going to go behind this seat here. And then on top we'll stick a 1x4 black brick. So from the inside it looks like that. From the back it looks like that. Do the same again this side. That's like that. And with that done, we're going to come this end. We're going to stick a couple of 1x2 black bricks onto this yellow plate that we stuck on earlier on each side, and we also stick a 1x1 plate next to that as well. Switch this over, do the same on this one. So 1x2 on this plate. Same on that one. And our 1x1 plates. Okay, well, you're getting ready for the King's coronation, are you? I suppose it's not that far away. Then we're going to put the windows now on this side here. So for the windows, we've got one of these 1x1 by 3 black bricks. We stick one of those in. Then we stick these larger dark black trans plates, panels, sorry, we stick 2 of those together, and then another 1x1 by 3. Do that to each side of the train. So it ends up looking like this at the front. These are like full length windows. I ordered a couple of Lego sets yesterday because it was the 1st of April, so I've got the a couple of Indiana Jones sets on the way. I've got the large parrot as well, and the up house, so we'll be doing some streams of those in the future as well. So there's our windows. Then we're going to do another row of windows. This time it's going to, or panels, it's going to be 3 lots of panels next to each other. Before our 1x1 by 3. So it looks like that. Let's swap this over for this one. That one like that. And to finish our windows off, we're going to just put 2 more on each side. And then 1x1 and a 3rd. So that's that one done. Set here. That's that. Then to finish this off here, we've got some corner bricks. So we need 4 of these for each train, and we're just going to build up 2 on each side, indented. Gives that kind of doorway look at the back. Same on that side. Then we just finish that off with a couple of corner plates. So if we put into pairs, and then stuck on top here just to level off this with the windows. So now that levels off there. And that one on that side too. Then we're going to add a bit more yellow, so coming round to the sort of front of the carriage if you like. For this we need a couple of 1x1 plates. We've got some 1x1s with studs on the side, 2 of those, and we have, let's move these over a little bit, some inverted sloped pieces as well. So we put the inverted sloped pieces on the side there, hopefully, quite like that. First we stick a plate into the bottom of it, then this goes on here to give us this like angle contrast, and then on the front we're going to stick our 1x1 with a stud. So it's going to do that on the other side here. goes on like that, and then we'll do our other one as well. There's our other front part. Then we need some more inverted slope pieces. What we're going to do is we're going to stick a 1x1 plate on the 1x1 stud on the side of the front, just to level this off here now, so it's level. Same on this one. And then we add another inverted slope piece. Onto each side. Continuing our yellow line going up the train like that. Then what we do is we get a shorter panel, so a trans black couple of panels here. They're going to go on these two studs here to give us a bit of a window at the front of the train. The next step, we just get a regular 1x1 yellow brick. Goes on there, and then on our last stud there, another inverted sloped piece. So on the side now you can see the front is strikingly different. Then at the top here we need some more inverted slope pieces, but we also get some Erling bricks, and in the Erling bricks we're going to stick on the side stud these green trans green tiles. So just going to do 4 of these. And then up here I'm just going to stick our last inverted pieces on. Then we'll stick our Erling brick just behind that with the trans green light facing outwards. Again, do this on both sides. So then we've got this sort of striped angled effect all the way up with the green light. Then what we're going to do is running across here now, we're going to stick another 1x2 with studs facing inwards, and then a 1x1 with studs facing outwards. So we do this first. 1x2 with studs on the side facing inwards. Here's our 1x1 with stud facing outwards, or forwards should I say, the train. Looks like this all the way around the window. Do that again. And that's our other one done there as well. And that's the end of bag 2, I think. Yep, so for bag 3 now what we're going to do is we'll finish this front bit off, which is going to be like a curved yellow piece, and then we're going to stick the roof on the top, and then our 2 trains should be pretty much done. You're going to see some white coming into the train now. some light bluish grey pieces as well, and some more yellow and black pieces. And we might even need a sticker. So we're going to do the front of the train first. So I'm just going to get these bits out of the way. For the front of the train, we're going to get our 2x4 yellow tiles. As I said, we need some stickers here, so we're going to use these large train stickers. These are going to go on the front of the train, in the driver's cabin. There's one. There's two. Got our 2 tiles on. Plugged into the back of that, we're going to get these 2x2s with studs on the side in yellow. So they plug into the back. Like this. Just need to do that on the other one. And with that done, in the back here we've got this sort of staggered effect, and we're going to stick some hinge pieces on. We've got these black ones, we need 2 of the black ones, and we also need 2 yellow ones for each one. So first off, the black ones go on the bottom step next to each other, and the yellow ones go on the back step. So we end up with these stepped hinges. I've just got to do that for the other one as well. So black one's on the bottom step. Yellow at the back. Then we've got some small hinges, these 1x2s. These are going to go into the yellow ones we've stuck at the back. Like that, and onto that, onto these ones we're going to stick one of these black trans panel pieces into those 2. We're going to angle them, and on top of the panel we're going to stick some double cheese wedges in yellow to help give us an angled front to the train like that. Just going to do that for the other one. Then with this hinge at the bottom we're going to get some hinge inserts, but the larger ones this time. They go in. And we can angle these back. These are going to probably be the controls for the train. Right, last one. Right, insert. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So it's that one now inserted too. Then for the controls on this panel here, we're going to stick 2 light bluish grey grill pieces on top. We then have a 1x1 light bluish grey tile, which goes in this corner. Then we have one of these 1x2 computer type panels, and then we have a black lever goes on like that, and an antenna, and then folds in slightly like this. That's what the controls of the train look like. So it's got to do that again for the other one. One by one tiles, just inside here. Come on, back to come. Goes like that. So there's our two control panels now. So then we bring back the trains in. These are going to connect to the 4 studs, or the 8 studs if you like, 2x4, which are just in here. Hopefully. So with that there, you can angle that back now, so it's the front there. Do the same in this one. Yeah, Cal, this is a nice looking train, or train set station. Hopefully it looks as good when it's built and isn't too flimsy. So there's our other angled as well on that one. So with that done, we're going to add some curved pieces here to give us a bit more of an effect. So the curved pieces are these 1x6 curves, and then on here we're going to stick the headlights, if you like, for the train. So we get our 1x2 round edges, and we're going to put some trans clear 1x1 round tile and a red trans like that. So we need 4 of these to each of our fronts. There's one set. Yeah, one more to go. There we go. So those done. If we bring back in the train, we've got these studs here on the front, of course, so we just need to line these up. Stick those in. And you can see with the angle of the front of the train what effect that gives us is the front of the train, which is quite cool. So let's just do that on that side. There's our other one. That's the front of the train. Now, coming back, just to strengthen these bits up, we need some more plates for the roof. So we're going to add some black plates back here. So we've got a couple of 1x8s in black and a couple of 1x4s as well. Start with the 1x8s, just coming across. Secure our panels up. Then we do a 1x4. Do that again on this side. Then we've got another couple of 1x8s, and we also have a couple of 1x2s in black, and we just run the rest of these 1x8s across the back here, finish off the edge of the train, and then the 1x2s just go on our doorway here to make sure it's all levelled up. Dog's needs are better than Lego. The dog needs to go out, the dog needs to go out. there we go, we just finished those plates off there on top now. And then on this end, to give us the sort of doorway effect, we've got these 1x4 curved pieces. They're going to go across the end of our door, create an archway, and then we've got corner plates going off the side just to connect that to the main side. So the rear of our train is now taking a bit more character on. Do that on this side. Then we've got a couple of 1x4s again, so we're just going to do another layer of plating across the top. Start with the 1x4s, and then another set of 1x8s. Then to finish the plating off here, so we get the same level, we've got a couple of corner plates. We've got 1x2 and a couple of 1x4s. 1x4s on first, and our corner ones try not to break the angle yellow piece that's coming up. So now we're level now as well with this front angle. That's all the way across. Just got to do the last one. Just like that. Then on this front yellow part, we're going to add a 1x2 jumper on the end here, on both sides, and then a 1x3 yellow tile after that. Do that again. Jumper on first, then a 1x3. Yellow tiles just starting to smooth off the top studs. Then from that we're going to stick a 1x8 tile, so we're connecting the angle so it's not so wobbly, right across, and then in the middle here we'll stick a 1x4 in yellow across 2. Do that again. One by 8 and 1x4. There we go. Then we'll add a 1x2, regular 1x2 tile on each one. And then a 1x8. Goes down. Goes down here. Then we're going to finish off with jumper again, which will help us attach the roof. And then across here we've got a 1x6 as well, so it just gives us another yellow stripe going all the way around, ready for our roof. So let's just do this one. Then we'll move on to the roof for each train. If you enjoy the stream as well, don't forget to hit the like button. And there's that one. So now just push these out of the way and we'll build the roof. So the roof is going to get one of these ends here and one of these 4x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 plates. We're going to stick that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2 studs into the end of the roof like that. Instructions aren't particularly clear, I must admit. And then we're going to add these curved pieces, 3 of them, onto our plate. like this. Just going to do another one. Same size, yeah. So 2 studs into the ends, then 3 of these. Then we're going to add a shorter 4x10, and there goes 2, 4, 6, 8. Again, 2 studs in underneath there, and enough to add another one more insert, and then we leave 2 stud row, and then we stick another finish in like that. Same on this one. 2 stud gap. Onto this end we're going to add a grey insert here that's going to go onto the end of our roof, this end, and then just behind that we're going to get a 2x4. We're going to add 2 light bluish grey 1x2 jumper tiles back to back to it, and then stick that just behind like this. So just do that again. And we also, in the middle here, going to stick a 1x2 tile to hide these 2 studs at the front. Then at the back we'll get another couple of these grey pieces, and then connect this side and this side, and then we're going to stick a 2x2 white plate just behind it, and this time in the insert here we're going to stick a black grill piece. Then coming off here we get 2 of these light bluish grey curved pieces to add to our plate. So 2 of these go back to back. Then we have these larger 2x4 curved pieces. We stick 2 of these on afterwards. Then we stick another 4 of these on, running down the middle of the train. Another couple of the 2x2 curved pieces just to cover up this plate here. There's that one. Let's repeat that for this one. And then a couple of 2x2s as well. So that's that. Then in these indents that we've got here, we get some of these curved pieces here, and we stick a 2x2 plate on the end like this, and then stick them in here. Either side, to end up with a thing that looks like that. Let's do that again 2 more times for the other one. And then for the pantograph that's going to sit on top where the electricity comes from, we get one of these 1x2 black clips. It's going to go onto our jumper tile. Into that we're going to stick one of these black handle type pieces. Into the handle piece we're going to stick a Technic claw in black. So it looks like this. And then into that clip we've got one of these pieces here that's going to act as our panogram. And we just angle that, and then you can see how the train will pick the electricity off for the overhead cable. So that's the roof done. So if we bring back in our trains to finish them off, then we can just add the roof on. They'll stick in hopefully to the jumper tiles somewhere. That's a bit too far back, maybe not. Just trying to get the where the roof's going to connect properly. Hang on. Where's the panic roll? Doesn't seem to want to connect particularly well, must admit. So I'm just trying to connect these 4 jumpers here to where they want to connect, but seems to be a slight resistance, sort of something like that. It doesn't quite sit up. You can see it doesn't quite sit at the back, so it might need a bit more fiddling to find where it is going to be happy. Instructions, it has it a little bit back. Don't think it's quite there though, is it? Nope. We'll go with that for now. Don't quite sit properly for me, so I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, but if you have, let me know in the comments below or in the chat. But doesn't quite sit at the back, but there's the kind of there's the trains anyway. So we've got the 2 locomotives ready to go, so they can connect together, so you can make one if you like. Got the magnetic connections here, so you can have one does that. So let's go to the wide camera, I'll show you it. You can connect them together like this and they'll run together, or you can have a separate, just independent trains, and maybe you can build another couple and you can have 2 trains like this that will fit into the stations quite nicely, which I might do as part of the Bricktown rebuild actually. So we have these trains in the station, so they look pretty good. Quite like the design with the yellow and the black, looks quite striking. As I said, the roof's questionable, can't quite get the roof to sit on studs both ends, but it might just be me not kind of doing it properly. It does not seem to line up totally. Anyway, now we'll move on to actually starting to build the train station. So first off, we're going to build one side of the platform. What are we doing for time today? So 3:30. Should be good to get going. So we're going to need our large 48 by 48 base plate, which I can't even really fit onto the table, funny enough. It's going to be a very large set. And then we're going to fill, see if I can at least get the right area view on the camera. Going to be sort of working in this space to start off with, doing the first platform over here. And we've got some 2 large oversized bricks, 1x16s as well, that we need. For this as well, so we'll get those out and then we'll crack open bag number 4, which looks like we're going to be quite a lot of paving for the outside here, and also foundations for the platform and the train station itself. as our large size bricks, and then our tiles. Like I said, this is my first 48 by 48 base plate, so it's certainly going to be a large set and a large presence in Bricktown. So just to make things even more interesting, it started the build this way round, so I'm going to just drag this in. We're going up to the top corner here with some tiling ready to kick us off. So we need a light bluish grey and a dark bluish grey 2x2 tile, and a dark bluish grey 2x3. So, oh, that's a bad start. First tile is the wrong one and in the wrong position. This is going to be a fun build. Right, so start with a dark bluish grey tile, leave a 2 stud gap, 2x2 at the ends, light bluish grey, and then a 2x3 tile goes on next. Then coming down this side, we do a 2x3 in dark bluish grey, we do a 2x2 there, and then we do a 1x2 light bluish grey next to that. Then we've got 3 2x3s. One goes there, and leave a gap. Leave another gap here, put that one in there. Then we've got a couple of regular 2x2s, so one goes in here, get the hairs off here, put another one in there, and then we have a drain that goes into there. Then we get two curbs if you like, so 1x6 tiles, one goes there, leave 2s there, and stick another one coming down this side. Then coming back this way a little bit, we need some 2x4 light bluish grey tiles and a 2x2, and we also need 5 dark bluish grey 2x2s as well. 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we stick the 2x4s, one in there, then a 2x2, and then another 2x4 in there. And I realised I need actually 5 2x3 dark bluish grey tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and these run just behind this bit here all the way across. Then moving down this bit here, I need to slide up a little bit, so moving down to here, we're going to need a light bluish grey 1x1. We've then got a couple of 1x2 normal ones, dark bluish grey. We need a jumper tile, and we'll need a 2x8 white plate. So we stick our 1x2 in, then our jumper tile, another 1x2, 1x1 goes on next, and then I'll leave a 1 stud gap, and we've got our 2x8 white plate in. Then in here we're going to get 4 shield tiles, so we need a 2x2 and a 1x2, and so we start with the shield one coming off here, 4 of them meeting like this, pointing to each other. Then we've got our 2x2 in there, and a 1x2 like that. Then we're going to get 3 2x2 tan bricks, going to run them in these gaps across here. Then we get a couple of 2x4 light bluish grey tiles, these larger ones. There's one. There's the other one. Can't see the other one. Where's the other one gone? Does this need one? So then we're going to run the 2x3s down here. So there's 4 of these in a row, stacked up. And then behind this, we're just going to run this light bluish grey one down here as well. Then we're coming down further this way, so it's going to slide over. So it's coming down here a bit more. So then we have another 4 shields, which are going to do the same pattern, pointing in at each other. Then we have a 2x2 dark bluish grey one, which goes in there. We have a 1x2 light bluish grey to finish off the shield this side. Another 1x1 goes in the corner of this shield. Then we've got some dark bluish grey tile there. Then another one and a jumper tile goes in the middle like that. Then we're going to come down further here, so let's just slide over. And for this one we're going to stick a 1x3 tile in, and a 1x1, a couple of 2x2, and then a 2x3, down like that. Then for the next one we need 3 1x2 tiles in light bluish grey. One goes in here. We then have a 1x4 black plate that goes on. Then we stick another 2 of these 1x2s on. A 2x2 goes in the corner here, and in this insert here we're going to stick a 2x4 tan plate like that. Then we got some more dark bluish plate tiles even. So we've got one of those, we've got another drain, so another grill needs to go on. And we've got another set of 2x3. So 2x3 goes in first, then it's a 2x2 with a drain, then another 2x3, and then a 2x2 just down there. Then round here we've got another set of shields, so I'm going to do another pattern again. Again, I'll slide over slightly just so you can see. So those go in there. Then we've got 4 2x3s. 1, 2. One there, and one more, which is probably hiding underneath something. There it is. Goes in there, and then we've got a 1x2 light bluish grey. Goes in there and in that side. Then to finish us off right to the edge, we need a light bluish grey 2x2, a dark bluish grey 2x3 and 2x2 either side of that, like that. Then we've just got 4 1x6 light bluish grey tiles for the curbs, so we're going to stick 2 here together. Then we leave 2 studs, stick another in, leave another 2 studs like that. In those gaps we're going to continue with our 2x2 tan bricks and stick those in each of the gaps of our train station structure. Then down here we're going to stick a 2x4 brick in tan. We then have a 1x2 normal brick, 2 of those going in like this, and then in here we stick a 1x2 with a clip on it facing outwards like this. There's a clip there. Then coming off this may get tricky now with the view, we need 4, or we need 2 2x4s in tan, and then we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2x10 bricks, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so these, we need 4 of these, 2, 3, 4, these are going to come off here like this, and then stick our 2x4 on, and then another one up here like that. A bit tight on space on the desk here. Let's go to the side. We're then going to continue up here, so this time we get 3 more of these larger 2x10s, and we have a 2x8. So continue these larger ones up this side. Another larger one this side, but then we do a shorter one. So this one's slightly shorter than this one on this edge. Brandon, I didn't know there was a Super Mario movie coming out, so I hadn't planned to see it, no, but if I get the chance I probably will. Then down this end, which is the end of the plate, we're going to add another 2x8 going across, and then we get a 2x6 and just feed that in to that end there. And we also need a 1x2, which is going to go, oh, hold up, made a bit of a mistake this one. Let's go up slightly with a 2 stud gap, or 1 stud gap there, and that one goes on there to level it off. Then we're going to add some detail down here, and that detail takes the form of making 5 of these. So we get some 1x2 plates stuck together, and then we stick a 1x2 with a rod plate on top. We've got to make 5 of these. Three, 4, and 5. And our first one looks like it goes just there. Then we have a 4 stud gap. Stick another one in, but stick 2 together. Then we have a 3 stud gap, it looks like. Then another 3 stud gap. Then in between these we're going to stick some black bricks now. So we stick a 1x3 black brick here, 1 here, and then a 1x4 just on the end, like that. Then we're going to do another 6 more of these 1x2s and these bar pieces. So one more of these. And this time, just slide this over slightly, so you can see. We're going to stick this down here, which is the ends. Then we've got a 3 stud gap, another one in, another 3 stud gap, put 2 together. 3 stud gap. And another one goes on just there. Then we've got 4 1x3s in black. 3, where's the last one? And fill in the gaps now between these pieces. Runs along like that. Then down this end, so slide over again. So down here we're going to stick some 2x4 large sloped pieces. 2 of these are going to stick together. Here and here. Then just in front here we're going to get a tan 1x8 piece. We're going to stick some 2x4 white tiles together on top. Flip it over, stick a 1x2 clipped plate in there, and then a 1x4 black plate into there like that. It's probably the edge of the platform now, so we're going to clip them to the clips we've got in place like this, so it's move. And then we're going to build some more of these now, but with these longer plates, these 1x12 plates, and this time we've got some 2x6 white tiles. So we stick these firstly to the top of each of our plates. And if we flip this over, each end we stick a 1x2 with a clip on it. Then we stick a 1x3, another 1x2 clip, and another 1x3 plate. So end up with something like that. Just got to repeat that now for the others. Whoa, 1x3 plate, 1x2 with a clip. That one like that. And now we clip the rest of these to these other bars that we created earlier. So now they go right across what we had. Then running behind this now, we're going to add 2 1x16 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and a 1x12 along the back. Just one of these and one of these. Run the shorter one first, then the longer one. Then we get another one. Run it down this side. Right to the end here. Then we're going to stick a 2x3 black brick. Oh, can't see it. 2x3 black brick here. Then we've got a couple of these 2 by 12, I think 2, 4, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 by 10 in blacks. Go in there. Got 2 more to add moving up this side as well. Then at the end here we're going to stick a 1 by 2 brick there and 1 by 6 next to it. Then we have a 2 by 4 brick, 1 by 2 there and 1 by 2 going in there like that. That's the end then of bag number 4. So you can kind of see, I'll just go to the wide camera so you get a better view of what we've got so far. So far then after bag 4 we've got the outside sort of paving area here with some columns ready to go, and we've started to build what looks like the platform, and these things need to be angled at some point, but for now the instructions told us to keep them up. So bag 5 is actually sort of going to concentrate really on here, which is going to be the front entrance way. We're going to put some windows across here and a big doorway with some steps coming up, and then we're going to sort of use this to floor our entrance way. So let's go back to the zoom mode. Also going to need some oversized plates, I think, so we're going to need 2 of these, which will be used for the flooring, I imagine. And most of our effort is going to be concentrated kind of on this front section here. Just move my train tracks out of the way. Try and make so you can see as much of this as possible. Have to move it about. So let's get bag 5 open. Three bags in this one, and we've nearly sort of done almost the first box. I've got 7 sets of bags in the first box. What time is it now? Yeah, so we'll probably at least finish those bags today. Lots of tan and dark tan ones in this building. Welcome back, Carol. Nice weather for dog walking today. So moving on to bag 5 then. First off we're going to start this end, and we're going to start to use some plates. So we need a 4 by 4 tan plate. We've got a 2 by 6 somewhere, if I can find it. No, that's a 2 by 8. Where's a 2 by 6? There it is. We've got a 2 by 6, and we also need a 1 by 2 plate as well in tan. And what we're going to do down here is we'll stick a 1 by 2 plate on here first. Then we've got a 4 by 4. And then a 2 by 4 is going to go across there for the flooring. Then we've got a 6 by 10 is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That goes on next across here, and then across the front here we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. A 1 by 12, which is going to run along this section. Yeah, Carol, we don't hang about here. Done the 2 trains. If you missed them, this is what what our trains look like. Now we're just moving on to the foundations for the train station. So next up, we're going to get one of the large oversized plates. We're going to run this along. Push that down, and we need 2 longer plates again, just to run across here. Another one. Then that. Another long one here. Just running along that end. And to fill this gap here, we're going to use this one across here. Goes on there, and then we're going to finish a 1x6. 1x6 just finishes off there. So now we've put all of the flooring now done onto this platform. Then over this side we're going to concentrate a little bit, so we're going to put a couple of the hinge pieces here in black, 2 of those on a step over here, and then in the floor here we're going to stick a 2x4 black plate. Brandon, what this set are you talking about when you say where do you get the set? And then we've got these black sloped pieces here, which 4 of these we're going to run next to each other. Go across here. So maybe this is going to be a cycle rack or something, we'll find out in a minute. And then with that in place, we're going to stick 2 2x2s with the studs on the side on top of our plate that we just stuck on, with the studs facing outwards side by side there. And then onto that we're going to stick one of these wedge plates. We've got 2 studs on there, and on the studs we're going to stick a tan coloured, hopefully, 1x1 tile, and then a 1/4 tile next to that, going down like that, and that's going to insert to the side studs that we put on here. We'll then do the same on the other side. And where's the 1x1? So that's that, and that sticks on the other side set of studs. Then what we're going to do is not very easy to see from the instructions. So we get a 2x6 tile in black. Flip this over. We then get an inverted 2x2 round. Stick that in, and then we'll stick another black tile onto that to make this sort of door, trap door. And this is where the opposite inserts go for the hinge. 2 of these on each end. And then we're going to clip this in here, and this will give us a ramp up here as well, or maybe it's a set of doors, not sure. At the top of this sort of ramp area here, what we're going to do is we're going to stick a 2x2 dark tan plate, then a 1x2 dark tan tile behind that. We've got a 2x4 dark tan tile then goes behind that. Then we're going to put some white tiles on. We're going to stick a 1x4 one there, and then we've got these sloped curved pieces in white here, which then go on here and here. So we've got some sort of a rampy type setup there. Then moving along from that, we can add some more tiles. So we've got another 2x2 plate which goes this side. Then a 1x6 tile in dark tan, and also a 1x4 tile in dark tan goes on this side. And over here we get a white 3x4 plates with a row of studs in the middle. It goes on there. We then have a 1x1 tile goes in, and then we have a modified 1x4 dark tan tile with 2 studs on that goes after that. Next to that we stick a 1x6 dark tan tile. We've got a 1x6 white plate then that runs across here, and then we've got 3 of these 2x2 modified with 2 studs on there. Just run across. Then we stick another one of these 3x4s in white on, another 1x6 tile, 2 of those. Here we stick another 2x2 plate and then another 1x4 dark tan tile. Continuing on top of each of these dark tan plates we're going to stick some tan 2x2 plates on top. Just like that. Then we're going to continue now across here and we're going to stick another couple of these white 3x4s on, another 1x6 at the back, two by two, then a 1x2 tile, then a 1x3 tile next to that coming outwards, run another 1x6 across, and then a white 2x6 tile goes on next. Then we have another 2 of these white 3x4 plates. We're going to stick a 1x6 dark tan there. Then round here we're going to stick 1x3 tile in dark tan 2x2 plate, 1x4. We've got a 1x1 and then a jumper tile goes in just in there. Then on here we're going to stick 2 of these corner plates in tan, one there, one this side. This is going to be our doorway where people can come in to the station. Then we'll stick another one of these 3x4 plates, stick a couple of modified 1x4s with the 2 studs on. Then we've got 1x3 tile, 2 of those, 1x1 tile goes in the middle there, and then a 1x2 black plate in the middle there. Around this bit we stick another 2x2 plates dark tan, 1x4 tile goes across, and there should be another dark tan plate there, and a 1x6 which runs across. In this gap a 1x2 goes in. It's a little bit trickier to see now on the screen. I'll move it a little bit. Hopefully you can see me finish off to this edge here. So we'll stick another 3x4 in. Then we have a 1x2 tile in white, a 1x3 tile in white, 2x2 plate in black goes in there, and then across the back we've got a modified 1x4 in dark tan there, 1x2 next to it, and a 1x1 finishes off in this corner here. Then down here you get another 1x6 tile, we have another 1x4 here, and we should have a dark tan 2x2 plates, which you can't see because it's behind my head on the screen, but there's a plate 2x2 just down there. Then on top of these we're going to add the tan plates again like we did on the other side. And then we're going to work on the staircase here next. So for the staircase we're going to stick a tan 2x8 on top of the white one which we stuck down earlier. Just in front of it we'll stick a 1x8 plate as well, and then each side of that we're going to stick a 1x1 brick in tan as well, just a regular one like this. Then we get another a couple of 1x8 tans and 2x8s. We're going to stick another 1x8 on top here, then another 2x8 and another 1x8 on top of that to build some more steps up. Then we've got these curved pieces which are going to go on our 1x1s which we stuck on a minute ago, one on each side of the staircase, and then running right across the back of that we're going to stick a 1x10 tan plate to connect the two curved pieces to the stairs as well. And in the front we're also going to stick another 1x8 plate. Then we're going to stick some 1x8 tiles on our steps at the front, and another plate at the back step just to raise that up as well. We'll stick a tile on that to smooth it off, and then on this curved section at the front we're going to stick two of these as well. One there, where's the other one? One on this side, just to give us a bit of a better staircase coming up the steps. Yeah, it's hard, Carol, to fit all of this in. It's quite a large set. I probably need to zoom out in the next stream to give you a bit more of the view of it. We're then going to add some more of these curved pieces just on the top of our step. There's that one and the one on this side. And then at the back here we're going to stick two 1x2 tan bricks facing sideways. Onto those for the doorway we're going to stick a 1x1 plate in tan on each side. Then we stick some 1x1 bricks on. Two of those on top of each other. And then a 1x1 plate on top of that. Try to make them as lined up as possible. Then in this insert bit we've got these two archways. They're going to go on next. A bit low to me, but give me a good height. So now they're creating an arch in a doorway. Inside here, just to connect them, secure them, put a 1x2 on, just a normal one. Put in tan. Then we get two 1x3 plates, stick them together. Stick them then on the next set of studs. Then we're going to stick a 1x4 plate in the middle to connect the two arches together. And either side here we've got some 1x1s with clips on. Going to go either side. Then we're going to take 15 of these edged 2x2 round bricks, and we're going to make, well, with the 15 of them we're going to make 3 lots of 5 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's one set of columns. They're going to go on these plates here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one. So each of those columns are in place. And then we do the same on these ones. So another 5 stuck together. So 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. goes on there. And our last column. Goes on there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to switch to some 1x2s with the grooves on. And we're going to get 10 of these, and again in groups of 5, stick them together. With the grooves all facing downwards, that's going to go in front of our archway. Do that again. And we're going to stick some windows in to our train station. That goes on this side. Now for our windows, so we've got these large windows here, 5 of these in black frames. Going to stick the glass insert in. One goes in there. I'll show you on the wide camera after this bag what it looks like. Then we're going to stick 3 on this side. That's the end of bag 5. So we move on to bag 6 now. That does the next level really on here, but still with a focus on the front facade. But I'll just show you quickly on this wider camera. Hopefully you can see it a bit better here on the side. You can see the details of the windows, the columns, and then the staircase is now in the middle that we've built so far. So the next bit is we're going to build the top bit here. It's going to have a bit of a balcony veranda type thing that's building up the front of this train station. So let's crack open bag sets number 6. For this we're going to need 2 1x16 tan bricks as well, and a couple of black 2x16 plates, as well as the contents of bag 6. There's actually 4 sets of, oh no, there's 3 sets of bag 6s. There's the first one. Got some flowers in this section as well. See a few lamp posts in here as well. So to start us off here, we're just going to add to these, we've got these plates stuck outside. We're going to get 2, hopefully, so I'll just get some of these plates out of the way here. Some large plates in this section which are hiding quite a few parts underneath. So, let's see, need a couple of these sloped bricks. We're going to stick them together. They're going to go on this front bit here. Then behind them we're just going to stick a 1x2 brick. Not sure what this is going to build yet. Then behind that we're going to get a 1x2 plate. We're going to stick 2 2x2 plates into the bottom to make a bit of a staircase by the look of it, like this. And then that goes on, is that another? There's another 1x2 on there. another 1x2 on top. So that's the base of the staircase there. It's going to go on just onto that bottom bit. Then we'll do another one. By the look of it, another 1x2 there. Then we'll stick another couple of corner plates into the base there. And hopefully another 1x2 is here. Stick that on, and then we'll stick again that on top of what we've got here. So there's a staircase definitely forming. Then another couple of corner plates just right on the top. Here somewhere. And then we'll just stick another couple on top. So we've got 3 steps coming up from this bit here. We're going to add our ladder to this. What the hell is that? What? Oh, I see. There's a really funny angle in here of how these steps are in the instructions, which is very confusing for me. But I figured it out. So we get a 2x3 black plate. We're just going to stick that to the end of this staircase now, underwards like this. And into the bottom of that, we're going to actually going to stick another, hopefully 2x3 plate on top of it. If I can find another one. There it is. That then goes on top of that, and then into this underlap here, we're going to stick an inverted 2x2 curved piece. This goes in like this, and then we're going to connect our stairs just to the outside here. It's a bit tricky for you to see because of the space, but there's a staircase now running up the outside here. Then we're going to stop. We're going to get a flower here. Going to stick an insert in a nice blue bowl. And into the middle of the flower, we're going to stick a shoot like this. Then we're going to get these orange flowers, stick them into a leaf. We need 3 of these, and then we're going to stick these into our stems. So then we stick these into each of our stems. It's quite cool flowers actually. So there's our flowers. The first one's going to go down here into a jumper. Should just very tight to fit in there, to be honest. Just about fits in there. Then we have some flowers at the bottom of the stairs. I'm going to do another one now. It's probably going to go on the other side of the doorway. Put the insert in, then the stem. 3 more orange flowers going into the leaves. Then we'll stick these into the stems. Oh. That just fell off. Stay there. There's another bunch of flowers there. And yeah, we'll stick this on the other side of the doorway. Bit of a tight squeeze, but they just about fit in there. Probably just pop off at some point. Then we're going to get 3 black lamp posts. They're going to go now on these 2x2s. It's like columns, like that. And then we get another 3 and stick them on the other 3 on the other side. 1, 2, whoa, 3. So we've got 6 columns now going across the front here. Then on top here we're going to add 3 2x2 plates. 1, 2, 3. And on this one we're going to add a 1x2 plate on the front, a normal one. And in the back we're going to get a 1x2 plate but with a bar sticking out of it there. And on this side we do a similar thing, except we do 2 lots of bars on this side. So we've got one here and one on the ends. Then the other 2 are just regular 2x2 plates. Where are they? One on there, one on there. Then we get a 6x10 plate in black. We're going to then stick 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, a 2x8 plate into the bottom, like this. Then onto that we've got a dark tan 4x6 plate and a 1x6 plate next to that in dark tan again. I say that, but I can't see a 1x6. There it is. We're just going to stick that on top like this. Then we stick another 2x6 on top of this overhang, and then we get one of our longer 2x16s and just insert that in. Then we're going to stick 2x4 between these coming in like this. Then around here we've got a big sort of trapdoor piece that's going to go connect across here, and a larger dark tan 4x12 plate goes across. So we've got an overhang now on this thing. Then we're going to stick another one of these plates right across this gap. We'll stick a 1x4 plate in the middle to fill it up in dark tan. Then we get another 2x6 plate here. We're going to add another one of our 2x16 plates on. Same again as last time. Stick some of these in, a 2x4, and another one, then another 2x4. So I've got a longer one there pulled up. Is that right? Hang on, just count this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, definitely right. This should be a 2x8 this time. Quick change up. So put a 2x8 on this time, then we stick this 2x16 on, then we do what we normally do. That on there, finish with a 2x4 on the end as well. Now we're going to cover this up, so continue down here with one of these 4x10s, one of these, and then we have a slight overhang on the end there like this. Then on this end, just going to continue with this. Then we add another 2x8 into the bottom. Then a 2x4 goes on. Another large plate here, and that will allow us then to finish off with another large plate just at the end. We've got a really long area here. This is like the veranda, if you like. Then we'll just finish off with that one plate there. Then with that done, we'll flip this over and we're going to just stick some lights into the bottom of that. And our lights come in the form of 4 black dishes. Into the dish at the top we're going to stick a black 1x1 round plate, and then into the bottom we'll stick a trans orange 1x1 round plate. So we've just got 4 of these. And we're going to put one goes in there, then we've got 4 studs, 5th stud, and one goes in here, this end 4 studs there, and then 5 studs there. So there's our lights inserted into the bottom. Then if we flip this over, this is now going to line up, hopefully. We clip this in 2 studs onto this side, and then into the lamp posts, hopefully. So we just need to our staircase is just stuck in properly that we stuck on earlier. And there's like our veranda now, it goes right across here. So on this we're going to build on top of it now as well, but we also need to secure up at the back. So we've got 2 longer plates. I'll run these just across the back here. Then we're going to continue that over here. Another long one there. Then we've got 2x6 going. Then a 1x3 at the back there. Then we're going to add some tiles. So we've got a 2x6. Going to go on there in black. Then we have a 1x2, another 1x2, and a 2x4 in black. goes on next. Then we get a 1x8. We're going to put a 2x6, leave 5 studs there. Take another 2x6 on. That's going to go over our doorway in the middle. Then we stick 3 more 2x6 tiles all the way across. And then we end with a 1x2 black tile. Cover up that. So it covers the gap up. Then at the front over here, you get a regular 1x1 brick, and we stick an Erling brick onto it. Into the Erling brick, we are going to stick a pyramid piece like this, and that's going to sit right over here, facing outwards. And running down the back, we've got one of these fancy fence pieces that goes on next to our post. Then we've got some 1x2x2 bricks, they go on next. And then across here we're going to stick a 1x6 tile for 1 stud offset there at the back. Then across the back we get a 1x16 brick, and our shorter brick here, stick that in first, and this one in, gives us the back of our area here. Then on top we're going to stick a scroll brick and a regular 1x1 on that step there, and that allows us to put this inverted piece, curved piece on the ends, and we finish off with a 1x2 plate just on there as well. Then we have another inverted piece that's going to come out, but before we do that we stick a going to go in there, so then that's going to go in there, and we stick a 1x1 onto that as well. Then we stick our other curved piece into that bit there, so there's another curve. Then we've got the smaller curved piece here that goes back to back with that. We stick another scroll piece on top of that to level it off, and then we have another 1x2 with a cheese wedge. It's going to connect the 2 top pieces together. Again, I'll show you this in a second once finished. On top over here we're going to just stick a cheese wedge to give us a nice little point on top, and on this end we're going to stick another one of these pointy type pyramid pieces on top. Then we're going to stick 2 large plates together. These are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That then runs after that. We're going to add a panel piece as well. So 3 studs in from that end. Then we stick a panel piece. Then we stick another 1x1 brick in. Then onto that we're going to stick some more, 2 more inverted curved pieces. Line everything up. One goes on there, another one on this side. Also my little flowers underneath here just popped out. So those are in, and on top of that we're going to stick a 1x2 plate to connect them together. Then we stick 2 scrolls back to back on top, another 1x2 can plate on top, and then we put 2 cheese wedges back to back to finish off the top. Then in the gaps here where we've got these studs still showing, we're going to stick some tiles in. So we've got a 1x4 tile going on each side just to smooth it out. Then around the staircase we're going to stick some more fence pieces in just to stop our minifigures from throwing themselves down the stairs. There's a 1x2x2, another set of fences there. We get our other 1x16 then, stick that right across, and then a 1x8. With that in place we can stick some tiles across this banister now, so 1x6, 1x1, sorry 1x4 then a 1x1. Covers up our fences around the stairs. Then we've got one of these inverted curved pieces, so we leave 4 studs here. Stick that one on. Another scroll piece on top facing inwards. And on the other side, we're going to stick a curved piece here. We're going to stick a 1x1 plate, couple into the bottom there. And then connect that onto this side. Then on the end, which is going to be a bit tricky to see here, we're going to get a 1x2x2, face that inwards with a 1x1 brick and a 1x1 scroll brick as well. It's going to face outwards, and then we'll do another inverted curve piece on the end. We'll stick a 1x2 plate in the middle, 1x4 tile there and over here, and then on the end again we're going to stick a pyramid type piece to finish off the ends. Then on here we're going to stick another 1x2 with a cheese wedge, and a cheese wedge into the back to give us another pointy top. We'll continue to bring out the ends here with another 1x2 and a fence, another 1x6 tile then across, smooth it off, and then a 1x1 for the post and a 1x1 Erling brick, again with the pointy pyramid piece on the Erling brick facing outwards. Then we're going to build like a newspaper stand type thing, so we get one of these dark green curved pieces. We're going to stick 2 upward facing brackets into that in black either side, then stick a 2x3 dark green plate across, then there's supposed to be a newspaper tile, so a 2x2 white tile, which I can't actually see anywhere. Did I leave it in the bag? Can't see it in the bag. No, I can't see it in the bag, so I think I'm missing a newspaper tile. Maybe it'll turn up. But you'd stick a newspaper tile on this, and then a couple of 1x1 tiles into the bottom in dark green. Maybe the newspaper will turn up. Like this. And then we get these 2 bracket pieces. We're going to stick a 2x3 tile onto that. Do that twice to give us the edge of the stand, and then we can connect this with the brackets on each side. Need to have a newspaper tile stuck there. It's hiding somewhere. I can't see it. If I've got it, maybe it's missing. So that's that done, and then this is going to sit over here in the middle. That just sits in the middle there. And then over here we're going to stick some, we're going to get 8 dark tan jumper tiles, which will help us put some seats and things out here. So for 2 studs from this side. So there's 4 gone on there, and the other 4 are going to go over here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5. I think it's about there. So there's jumpers on there as well. Then we're going to get 4 dark orange 2x2 rounds and black rounds, and also some 1x1 rounds with pins. Stick the pins into the bottom of the black, and then stick the dark orange 2x2 rounds like this. One of these goes in the corner here. I'm just going to create 4 of these. I don't know if these are stools or something like that. So just put those on there, and that's the end of bag 6. Now we'll do bag 7. We're going to put some tables and some umbrellas on this top level. Maybe we'll find a newspaper tile. It also looks like we have some minifigures in this bit as well. And we'll probably, what does it come up to? 5 o'clock now. This will probably be our last bag for today. So we've done the first 7 bags. So we'll just do this last section, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the wide camera. So to start off with, we're going to make our tables. Our tables consist of these 4 arms pieces. We're going to make 2 of these. Then we're going to stick in a 1x1 round plate into the middle, like this. Then we're going to stick a, we'll have a 1x1 round disc that's going to go in with an umbrella, which is going to be on a full length reddish brown rod. Stick it in like this. Then into the top of that we've got one of these clip insert pieces, and we're going to stick a bar with a 1x1 round in the top. Into that we can then stick our umbrella, which are these big red dishes. So we can insert them in there. We can angle them as well. But then in the top, in the middle, we're going to stick a red rose just to cover that black piece up. So there's our little table. So we just need to do another one of those. So I'm just going to stick our rod through the middle of that, then our clip piece, then our bar piece, then another red dish, and then we can stick a rose in the top. There's our table again, and now we can stick these into the jumper tiles that we've positioned, so the legs will line up to the be inserted there. We can angle the umbrellas to protect people from the sun. It's quite a nice touch. So they're on top. Then we're going to add flower. So we're going to get a black bowl piece. We've got one of these large plant pieces. Just going to take the excerpt off, stick that into the bowl, and then in the middle I'm going to stick another flower goes inside there, a large flower here, and then we're going to stick one of these curly inserts in. So there's our flower. That's going to sit over here on our veranda, looking quite nice. Then we've got a lamp, or lantern if you like. So we start with doing one of these, two of these. We've got two of these at once. Just try and move this over a little bit so you can see. So we start with a 2x2 round with a stud in the middle. We're then going to stick 3 candle pieces in black into that to give us the main part. So I'm just going to do the other one at the same time. So 3 candles go in. Then at the top we're going to stick an ice cream cone in black like this. And there's one, where's the other one? Then on top of that we're going to stick a 1x1 with 2 studs on onto the top of that like this. And then onto the top of it we'll stick a 1x1 with a clip on it. Do the same for this one. And then what else are we missing here? Missed a step out there. Onto the side studs we're going to stick a 1x1 with a handle piece on, going downwards. One on that side, one on this side. And one more. Where's the other one? So then that goes in there. Then we're going to add some robot arms onto the handles. So you're going to look upwards facing onto our handle pieces. Comes out like that. Do that again on the other one. And then into that we're going to get some lanterns. Going to stick some trans yellow inserts 1x1 rounds into them. And then into that we're going to stick one of these bar pieces just to finish off the lantern look. Nice touch again. So stick these in here. And this kind of gives us this sort of lantern look here. And then we also stick one in the middle on our clip. So we end up with 3 lights. So end up looking like this. Of course you can adjust them to get a proper symmetrical height if you wish. One's going to go this end. And then we'll just do the other one for the other end. And the last lamp. Quite elaborate looking, these lamps, but they're quite effective. So there's the other one, that's going to go on this end, I think. Helping light up our eating area up here. Then we've got a minifigure, so we've got an Emmett style minifigure, got some black legs, workman top. We have a smiley face on himself, and some brown hair. There's one character, probably works at the train station, and then we've got a busker type person or traveller. So we've got shorter children's legs. They've got one of these jumper torsos on. We've also got a bracket around their neck because they're going to be holding a guitar on the back. Children's face, and he's got some sort of gingery type hair, wavy, and in the back here we can stick his guitar. It says that, I think I'm missing a 1x1 round there because it doesn't quite fit on properly. Then he can stick his guitar on his back, and they've just put these on the instructions of them just standing on this veranda at the moment, so we'll just stick them there for now. With that in place, we need to move on to the next thing, which is getting a 2x4 black plate like this. And we're going to stick these 2x2 sloped pieces back to back. Then we stick one of these bracket pieces on top, and we stick a 2x3 plate in the front. We stick a 1x2 plate in the back, and then we should have an inverted curved piece, which we do, that goes on the top there. Then with that in place, we have one of these 1x2 with the handle pieces on, and we stick a 2x3 on the front. This sits in the middle, not quite sure what it is, but it sits just in front of our newspaper that we don't have, which is a shame. If the newspaper turns up, otherwise we'll have to get a missing piece. Then with that done, we're just going to put sort of the fence, if you like. We're going to make it come around this side, so we just stick a fence piece in. We're going to copy the same pattern for each of these. So it's an Erling brick, a 1x1, and one of these pyramid inserts in the front. So that's how the posts are going to go between each of the fence pieces. And we're just going to repeat that across here. And another fence piece. Then we're going to, on the corner, we're going to stick a corner plate. And then we've got one of these egg pieces in tan colour, which is going to go on the corner of our veranda type barriers. And then we're just going to stick some 1x6 tan tiles across to finish the fence off. Then we're going to stick a 1x2 brick here. 1x4 brick goes just in there. Then we'll leave 4 studs and another 1x2 here. Going to stick an Erling brick on here, one on this side. Then we have a shallow sort of arch piece that's going to go on. We stick a 1x2 in the middle and another shallow arch piece then, to change the fence up a little bit at the front. We then have a 1x3 tile goes on, and we have our inverted curved piece. We'll stick a 1x6 plate across, and another inverted curved piece, and more of these curved pieces go in the middle. And on top we get 4 1x1 with the clip plates, and they go on top of our curved pieces here. Then we've got some 1x2 curved pieces which cover up our clips right at the top of this. Again, I'll show you this from the side shortly. Then we're going to put a clock face in the middle. So for the clock we're going to get a 4x4 round. We do have a printed clock face which is nice, which says 10 to 12 as usual, and then around that we're going to stick some 4 black macaron, or macaroni should I say, not the French president. Black tiles all the way around there, and then that can sit into the insert there. So we've got our train station clock. Then we continue the fencing down this side. Another 1x1 and an Erling brick goes in with a pyramid type piece. And another fence. Another post. Another fence fits in just in the corner, just in there. Then we do our tiling again, so we've got a corner plate there that has a little egg on the corner, and a 1x6 tile, another 1x6 tile, and a 1x3 tile. And I've just realised on this table I forgot to put the little disc to make the actual table itself, so let's just do that and put the umbrella back on like that. And that is the end of bag number 7. So we'll stop there today as we get up to bag 8. Bag 8 is just going to do more detail, I think, around the platform. So let me just go to the wide camera and then you can take a look at our progress for today. This is how the front of the train station is looking so far today. You can see we've done the lower level here with some stairs going up to the restaurant at the front, staircase, some flowers as well, and a ramp to access the train station for luggage. We've now got a clock face at the front as well with some nice impressive lamps, and then at the top here we've got some umbrella tables, 2 minifigures now, like an Emmett style one, works on the railway probably, and a little child with a guitar. Got nice plants up here as well. We're missing a menu tile, which is a bit of a shame, but we do have some nice umbrellas and tables there as well, and you can see the architectural detail of all the curves. And if we spin it round, so far this is looking a bit plain, but this is the platform we've got at the moment. So let's go back to the main camera and see maybe a closer look there of what it looks like from this distance. Pretty good. Again, you can see the staircase going up the ramp, the sort of staircase leading into the main entrance, and then the restaurant at the top with the fancy lamps. And then our trains that we built as well earlier, we've got 2 of these trains which are looking pretty cool, and they'll sit inside our train tracks when we get there. So that's the end of today's stream. So join me for part 2 next weekend. It's Easter here next weekend, so I may do an extra stream, so keep an eye on the channel. I may change the dates as I get closer to Easter to see if I'm streaming any extras, but I'll definitely be here next Sunday no matter what at 2 PM to continue either part 2 or part 3 of this build. So just keep an eye out if I'm going to do part 2 on Saturday or Friday, because it's bank holiday here in the UK. But whatever you're doing, join me next week. We'll pick up here and we'll move on from bag 8, and we'll start to probably build the other side of the train station next week. This will probably take 3, maybe 4 streams to complete all in all together. But as always, if you enjoyed the stream, do hit that like button so other people get to see it. And of course, just subscribe if you want to get more updates on live streams or even on the rebuild of Bricktown or any other videos that we do on the channel. Enjoy whatever you're doing for the rest of your weekend. Hopefully it's as sunny as it is here in the UK. If not, hopefully good weather's coming to you soon. And until next weekend for the next part, stay safe and I'll see you then.